Hi everyone, welcome to Knacklers workshop, and many thanks to Ollie who asked me if I'd like to do a little bit in his advent calendar this year. So what I was going to talk to you about is marking out, and from time to time everyone who gets involved in engineering needs to mark out, and we can use, so you normally need a hammer and a centre punches and that sort of stuff, so that's a given, but you're measuring things, and sort of you can be use your square and scriber to scribe lines. So again, tools that are needed during marking out. So we chuck them out of the way. Now you can have the odd leg, you get that on the screen, odd leg calipers, so that will allow you to set up your measurement and scribe your line. So that they're pretty useful, old school, works well though still. And then we've got your verniers. Now, I did an apprenticeship, and my instructors would have killed me if they ever saw me doing something like this. But you see lots of people set the vernier up and scribing using their verniers. Now these are more on right ones, I'm not sure what they are, about 30 quid. So you could argue they're fairly disposable, and you can get a lot cheaper ones from some of the offshore companies. But it does seem, if you do spend out on a good set of these, you don't really want to mess them up, use the right tools for the right job. So what we've got is, so what I wanted to show you today was this thing. Now it's a set of verniers, so you can do imperial and metric. Now it's old school, no dials, you've got to learn to read a vernier, but actually it's not that difficult. You may look a bit different if you're unfamiliar to it. And if you go over to Emma's spare room machine shop, she's got a video that explains exactly how to do that. So I can put a link to that in the video description, or Ollie will in his one. So what these are, I bought these from an offshore company, one of the ones, and so you've got a carbon point here, and you get a spare one in the packaging sort of thing, and then you've got a roller here, so you can set it up to, so let's set that to 25mm. So what you then can do is, when you're, I wouldn't hold it in the air and do it, but you're rolling, so you've got a firm edge against the side, and it gives you the ability. So if we I'm just looking for something, let me put that there. Okay, so what you can do is you can actually apply a bit of pressure, which gives you, and now again another effort for another channel, but Dave Ticehurst, who again he's a lifelong engineer, and he was talking about, he's got a video of marking out, and what he was saying was, if you apply some pressure to it, so you're not just scratching it, you're actually causing a groove in the metal. When you come to use your centre punch, what you can do is you can effectively slide along, and then it just automatically goes to where the intersection of the two lines are. So it gives you, you're going to be more accurate in your marking out. So it's and these things work well. You're not going to be hanging off these trying to create a bigger a bigger mark on here. Well, you might do, but all you're going to do is bugger these up. So you're buying multiple sets of these, or you're buying one of these. I think it was £12, and I've used this, well, not hundreds of times, but you know, well, maybe it is going towards 100 times. It works so well. Let me just get you something, and I'll show you what I was doing with it. Back in a second. So these were, yeah, back now. These were little brackets I made for the Unimat 1 Classic, and you're drilling all the, you know, you have to lots of marking out, and this worked super well because I could go down, go across. Actually, to be fairness, you shouldn't really do using all sides, because you want one side to be a datum rather, so you do all your measurements off one side. But because this was a it's got very big tolerances, it did allow me to do it. And again, you know, to replicate things, it worked really well on this, which was, I think, would have been a lot harder just doing it by hand. So really, that's it, short and sweet. I would recommend one of these. I think I've seen 𝗪𝗡𝗔𝗔𝗡𝗥 he's got one he uses. Yeah, and they work incredibly well for £12 or whatever it is something like that. It's a good Christmas gift, yeah, compared with messing up one of those. Okay, so anyway, my opportunity to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and many thanks to Ollie. Make sure you subscribe to his channel and all that, comments and likes and all that lovely stuff, and we'll talk to you in the new year. So stay happy, strong and healthy. Cheerio.